Let's subscribe to Khosi Nation Fan TV. We are now sitting on 50K, guys. Let's change it to 100 and above. Like I've been saying, the more you subscribe, the more our words will be heard. Our views can reach the right people. I'm a Khosi for life.
Hey, hey, Kaizer Chiefs 1, Marumo Gallants 2. Debs,
Yeah. It's very simple. We keep on doing one and the same thing when we play with teams that we call small teams. Because they will always block the midfield. We need creativity. We cannot keep on playing mud and Kele with teams like this. Yes, with Sundowns, we know they will play. We need to block them. These people are playing the mid block. Who's gonna break it? So hence we keep on going on the sides. We keep on doing the same thing. Second half, you saw we managed to play a little bit because at least we can be on the ball. You understand? But I don't understand why we're gonna play Richards Bay. We're still playing defensive midfielders. We're gonna play Magis, the same thing. When are we going to say this is our game? We're gonna take control over the game. Why are we always cautious? Because I think the coach is always cautious on games like this. And if he does well, we will congratulate. But if he doesn't do well, we will criticize. But on games like this, I will keep on criticizing the coach because these are the games. Whenever we go there, we are in charge of the game. We're gonna win the game. We are home to start with. We are calling these teams small teams. Let's dominate.
We could count their fans with one hand.
Why can't we dominate them? Let's our lineup say, I don't have a problem with what he did at the back because I don't think we made those mistakes to concede with our defense that he shuffled. I don't have a problem with that. But I have a problem the midfield. Why are we keep on playing these two maestros there? Why can't we have creativity? If you want to play Kele, rest Mat, play Kele, give him Ngoba and give him Josh Matlow so that we can engage Mduduzi. Mduduzi is not our attacking midfielder. He's our 10. He's our playmaker. But he needs to come deep, try to give us something because there's no one doing that.
Giving him the
Hence, when we play, we go on the side. Because in the middle it's congested and we don't have players who can carry the ball. That's why we keep on going on the side and trying to cross the balls, and it's not working. And we do it every game that we call a small game. At the back, whatever he did, I don't have a problem because we can say he played Cross. Cross played well. He played Quinika. Quinika didn't make those major mistakes. You know, they played very well. Yes, Solomon's, I don't know, the focus. He must decide with the ball on his feet. Because before he can receive the ball, he's on the run. He can't even control the ball. And he loses the ball, then it's a problem. If you check, Dupree never gave us anything.
Nothing.
Today, he didn't. Why can't we give Putsani?
He's not a starter, Dupree.
It's his game. Dupree was playing with Solomons on the. It was our right wing. He's not gonna give you anything.
But he was also oppressing Solomons. You know, some of the mistakes were made because.
Exactly. So why don't we? I thought second half when we come back we will immediately come with Putsani, but we kept Dupree for a very long time. And Mdu, he was isolated. I have a problem. We can't use our 10. We have 10s. If it's not Sereno, it's Mdu. But they can't play because they need that 6 that are taking midfield. Who will be on? We don't progress until where they are. Then if he has to come and carry the ball and carry us forward, he can minus 1-2 defenders, but he can't minus the whole team. You understand? And that is what Mdu did. If you check, he managed somewhere to minus 2 defenders, then he could give us the ball where we had to cross, then Castillo managed to hit. But that is the only moment that you saw him. Whenever he's on the ball,
to be taken out as well.
He was about to be taken out because that's when he could come because Ngobo could carry the ball to him. That's why we could see him. But if we're gonna play him and we still play in this flat midfield, I don't see us doing anything. That is the only You can play that with Pirates because you know Pirates is very aggressive in the middle. Sundowns is very aggressive. You know the Marumos are going to give you a mid-block. How are you going to break it down if you don't have players who can sit on the ball, who can rotate the ball in the middle? Going on the side, we're gonna cross. You cross for who? Duba. You can't cross for Duba. If you say Lilepo, how long is it going to take Lilepo coming from the side to go into the box? So if we play on the side, that means we give them what they want. Whenever these teams plan for us, they just say, don't go and pack the midfield. Allow them to go on the side. Then you can deal with your crosses. And that's what they always do. But we keep on doing it. I don't know why.
Let me ask you, because I feel like no one, I think other people have talked about this, no one was putting their foot on the ball, taking responsibility.
We don't have that person. I thought when we signed Kele, he's going to be that person, but we tend him to be a little bit deep. He's the only one who can take care of the ball. But when he does that, he's too deep because he even plays behind Matt. So he can take care of the ball just here. We have Matlo to do that for us, to turn the defense to face their own goal so that he can give us those passes. We know he has ability.
I had this conversation with Vuyo because man, just call me Paula manje. This is that interview. Ucele is a deep lying playmaker, but mom profiler vele. So what he's doing is his thing. But now we need more of a central midfielder who's now gonna take the ball from him as a CDM.
Exactly. Because remember, he's the one that plays with the centre backs.
Yes,
when we build, he's the one to carry the ball. 10. Then he needs to give someone who can carry
but
it now.
No one.
We don't have anyone to progress. Mart is not going to give you that because you're going to give Mart, he's going to give it back to Okel. Then he's going to play here. The whole first half, if you watched, we never went out of the block. We never jumped the line. We've been in our half. The whole. Yes, we couldn't see this thing because it's going to go to Kele and it will be safe. Make no mistake. But he will turn and he will engage the centre back. Centre back will engage Kele. Kele will turn. Who is he giving to say, you must take this ball to Mdu?
And also teams have learned now. They go to Kele by 3 because they know they're not risking anything by only marking him.
Exactly. Because he will protect that ball for you, but who's engaged? Because we don't want to find Mdu coming to us. We want him closer to our front three. He must be roving around here. But now he's forced to come because he can carry the ball. He's a 10. But if your 10 is in the middle to carry the ball, he's not going to do anything. Because you need him where he can minus at least one person, then he has the eye on the goal. But now he needs to minus. Then there's another person pressing, he needs to minus, he's going to lose that ball because he's too deep, he's too far. I don't know why can't we get that thing right. What we did on the back, I don't have a problem with that because this team was not threatening us. Those changes that we did at the back, that's why we say Marty played well. He was not challenged. He never got the Mofujin type of a player to come to him and challenge him there where he was playing, you understand?
Yeah, but you know my thing is, with even Umar was solid good right back, but I don't even want to talk about Mart that much. What I do want to talk about, however, how we considered the 2 goals. How did you see them?
I think one of interviews, people came on me hard when I said give Peterson a chance. You remember? I said give Peterson a chance. Vuma had his own chances. You can't tell me we never trained Vuma. If the ball is crossed, don't pile it inside the play. Anyone coming running, he can touch it. Even the own goal can come. But he does that.
Super Sports.
Same mistake.
Sundowns.
Now he's standing. He's the one who's putting the wall. And that ball is going to go where he's standing. The same thing he did. Unfortunately, when I kicked it straight, there was no one disturbing. But they scored him where he's standing.
And he was still diving.
He was still diving. Now, it's still the same thing. But what can we say if some of the fans, we watch this football with a hatred. Like, Peterson, we don't have anything against him. We just hate him. Because he could have done better there. On those situations, he could have done better. We know his mistakes. How did he do his mistake? But not mistakes like this. Not mistakes like this. But if you say that, fans will say no. Then who do we give down?
Because the thing is, they watch Peterson make those 2 big mistakes against Sundowns and the other one against Arrows. 3 mistakes in total, but now he's banished for good.
Yeah, he's banished. And now it's a problem. Voma doesn't want to improve. Yeah, and I think, you know, what the problem is that we as fans, we have soft spot for our development players. Even now when they have grown, we still think they're still cheats. Vuma is no longer a youngster. Now he's a professional goalkeeper. He should be giving us more than what he's giving us. But he's still doing the mistakes as if he's coming up as a youngster. The same way they were talking about Martian. We still protect them as if they're youngster. These guys have grown. They played more than 5 seasons.
They are married, some of them.
Yes.
They're
husbands. But because we love them, we love the club, we developed them. We want to protect them. And sometimes by doing that, we're breaking them. Vuma must be criticized. Vuma must sit on the bench and give other players to do the same mistakes that he's doing. Let's see what they're going to do. How do you pile the ball back into play? I have a problem with that. Take it back where it's coming from then. Why are you piling it back into play? Why are you setting the wall?
Where everyone is standing, you are punching it there.
You punch it there. So we consider this goal. That's what I'm saying, our defense. Even if we can cry and say, what is Nabi, what was he doing with the defense? But show me the moment where that defense of Nabi made a mistake.
Sure.
Yes, Kwinika, he was beaten for a pace. Then he kicked the player. He thought he got the ball, he kicked the player. It's a mistake that anyone can do.
They've been
doing those mistakes. You understand? But we saw the names there and we say, hey, Nabi, what is he doing? But that defense didn't do anything. The very same people that they have been playing for us in the middle, on the side, our attack is the same attack that we trust. He only changed at the back, and of which there were no mistakes they did to concede the goals. We still have Vuma, who was supposed to be shuffling that defense that we thought it's weak.
There was a time where there was a free kick. There was a gap between the people who were on the wall. Vuma, do they even listen to him, even the players? Is he loud enough? Because he was kicking. Because
I think you know when he wants to roar but he doesn't want to act. I've seen keepers leaving that line, going to the wall and putting it the way they want it. If they don't listen to you, there's no free kick that is going to be kicked if you're not there. You must go and pull them, talk to them if it's loud. You must show that the command you are commanding. You understand? But Vuma, I think we've seen enough of him. I think for me, I've seen enough of Vuma. I don't know what to say because he will give you will play Pirates. He will make 2 crucial saves, but he will still give away a goal. Then we're going to focus on those 2 saves and say, you know what, he saved the day, okay, but the mistakes that he's making, no, they are amateur mistakes. I don't think he should be doing that.
Because some people here have been saying Mpilo, you just hate Vuma. Because the other thing, the kicking of the ball.
We spoke about that.
Let's just leave it. People know by now.
Unnecessary.
Yeah.
When the ball comes, Vuma, just scoop it.
No reason. Second goal.
Second goal in Mpilo. I don't even know what happened there.
It just bounced in front of him.
It just bounced in front of him. It just bounced in front of him. That was
a cross, by the way.
Yeah, that was supposed to be a routine save for him. It was supposed to be a routine save. Yes, we can say the player, he thought he will touch the ball.
You anticipate
the touch. You don't anticipate the miss. Yeah, there's 2 things. He might miss, then the ball is coming on target. If he went on the side, then the player touched the ball. We could say, okay, he wanted to save, then someone redirected the ball. But the ball just came straight and scoops in front of you. Then
and also you are told that you look at the ball, not the players.
Exactly. But there is our Vuma. He did that, and he will do it week in, week out. But because we groomed him, he's our developed player. We have soft spot for him. We're not going to say anything. Someone will tell you, no. Yeah, leave Vuma. Don't tell us about Peterson because Peterson, we just signed him from where he comes from.
What about Ntwari?
Ntwari is an international player. Yeah, I don't think we can say the player that is playing for his national team can be bad overnight. I don't believe that. We didn't give him chance to adjust. You understand?
He's new as well.
Yes, he's new as well. With the back four that is new. It's the environment, the support, those things can be overwhelming, but you get used to them.
Hey man, in fact, the very first few games that Ntwari was playing, there was Cross new.
Yes.
Totally new. Miguel new. Only Frosler was.
Yes, only Frosler was the old guy there. Everyone was still trying to find their feet to understand. And remember, Nswari played 3 games, sold out stadiums.
Yeah.
What do you think? He never played that. I'm sure in his career, he was surprised what is happening.
Pressure.
And he made those mistakes, but how many mistakes did Ntwari do? How many did Vuma do?
And how many games did the other one play?
Exactly. But the next game, we still won Vuma.
He's been doing this thing.
The same.
Every time, saving the ball to
That cross that comes in for him to cut it out, it's a challenge. It's a challenge. But when is he improving?
Never.
When is he improving? He will never improve, Mpilo. And at the end of the day, that soft spot is going to break him because we're not going to build him. Because someone must tell him, whenever he did well, we need to congratulate. But whenever he did a mistake, we must criticize. You understand, Mpilo? We will support them. That's why we are here. Criticizing doesn't mean we are throwing our hands.
Yeah.
We criticize them today. You will see us over the weekend.
Sure.
You will see us in Durban.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean it's bad. When they did well, we will come and say, well done, Kokaji. We were in Loftus. Yeah, it's not like now we are changing because we lost. No. Loftus, we played well. We must congratulate.
Yeah.
Today we played bad. We
No
must
sense.
criticize.
Yeah.
Yes. How can we not break Marumo?
Imagine.
Play in our half for the whole 45 minutes. We can't even come out. The only time we come out, we must kick the ball to the side. Then try to bring it in to someone who cannot even head. How many headers that the Brisa have as goals under his career? He's not that type of player. Duba, we know how he does things. But we couldn't do that.
Sure.
We couldn't do that. We want to cross for who? If we say Lelepo, when is he going to arrive in the box from the side? When is he going to arrive?
Let me ask you this question in wrapping up, because next week I'm not here. I'm going to a wedding, so I'm missing a derby. But what is happening? The focus for next week, are we focusing on winning on the 3rd, or are we focusing on winning on the 10th? Do you think Nabi will come out and just play his best squad next week, or will he have one eye on the final?
Unfortunately, he doesn't have a choice. He put himself in a situation now he must win 3 games that are coming. If he wants to be on the top 8, he should have won this game so that maybe if he wants to relax on this derby for the next, he can. But now he doesn't have a choice. You know, I think what he did today, he's thinking he doesn't want Pirates to analyze him from this game.
Yeah.
That's why he played all those people. But unfortunately, Pirates knows who's going to play. They know this lineup is not going to play. Yeah. They will plan for people who are going to play. Miguel will be back.
Msimang will be back.
They know. So what was he hiding?
It's pointless.
What was he hiding? Serena will be back. Even Mato, he didn't play him because he didn't want him to play maybe for this game for the next one. You understand? I think Nabi understands, and now he knows where to excite us. So he knows I can lose this one. They will talk for next coming few days. I need to win that weekend. I will be forgiven.
But you know what's funny? I know I said it was the last question. What's funny is the fact that Nabi looked frustrated, which means he did want to win the game. He stood up, he was throwing hands, he was mad because things were not happening according to what he wanted to see.
Yeah, unfortunately you are the coach. You are the coach. You need to make the team to win. So even if he can do that, what did he do to win the game? It's a question of that. That's what I'm saying. When the players are bad, I will say they were bad. But I'm not going to blame them for this. I'm not going to blame them for this because these people, that mid-block they played, it was supposed to be broken down. Yeah. Who was going to break it down if you don't bring players with the ability to break that thing? That is my only problem. If he wanted to win the game, he should have brought those players in and now get frustrated and say, I played an offensive team, now I'm frustrated. What else do you want from me? But he never played offensively. Where were the goals going to come from, Pilo? That is my only question.
There was never a need for Mteto today. There was never a need for Mteto.
There was never a need. That's why I'm saying even Maute and Kele, there was never a need for them on the game like this. We just needed to choose. It's either you, Maute, and who's this? Ngobo and Matlo. It's either you, or it's either you Kele with those two. But because Kele is on the yellow card, I think he was going to be suspended on the next
He's
day.
on 2.
He's on 2.
Yeah.
So he was supposed to say, at least if he's still recovering, put him aside.
Don't even play him.
Don't even play him.
Yeah.
Play Matt and say, now I'm playing offensive team. People who can combine the passes. Remember, to break this mid block, you need to rotate the ball to invite them to come out.
You need players who are comfortable.
Even though we're not gonna go deeper into them, but we need players who can spread these passes so that you can just bring them. Someone on that block will try to press, then we can break. But now we are playing it to Kele. He's so deep. What are we doing?
Nothing.
We're not gonna break it because I didn't see the need. The first half was horrible. Second half it went from worst to bad. I didn't know what we wanted. Then we saw Ngobo coming. Then we could see, okay, now we are jumping the line a little bit. And also Marumo is retreating a little bit because now they have something to protect. We tried, but it was late and it was only 2 chances that we created. So if we keep on playing like this, we lost to the teams that we could have collected points by only playing our offensive players. Few games in the league that needed Okele and Mart because you have a Pirates, Ezoba no Tito, Ezoba no Mbata, who those guys are adventurous. You still need to protect your middle field, but not with Marumo. Not with Richards Bay. Not with golden arrows. Not with cheaper. You need to have double 8 and 10 and have the deep lying 6. Then play the game. He was gonna even rest to Matt because we will be more on the ball than we're gonna need his hard work if we're gonna keep on losing the balls because now he needs to press. Then we say, Matt is playing well because he needs to press. There's no need to press if you're not losing the balls.
Exactly. You don't have to mark.
Yes, if you are in control of the game, you're in control of the ball. You don't have to press. Why do we need Matt to press if we're gonna be holding the ball, playing, trying to break the guys, pinning Marumo into their half? But they pinned us in our half because we didn't have personnel to rotate the ball. I don't know how many touches did we play. We never combined 10 passes.
Don't even wanna look.
Maybe when you analyze it, you will see it, but I don't think. I don't think we combined even 10 passes.
I don't have time for this.
Impilo.